So what's going on? So today marks that I've been on a plant-based diet again for a month. Yesterday was my 30th day, so I'm calling this today's the start of my second month. So I just wanted to give an update of how it's going. Plant-based diet is not the easiest thing to stick to, but it's so worth it. About 3 years ago, I got on a plant-based diet, 3.5 about, and I lost 120 pounds. Now, I wasn't on plant-based all that time. First, I just started to lower and lower my meat intake, and then eventually I just didn't eat any meat, and it's the best decision I ever made, or one of the best decisions I ever made in my whole life, and I'm so grateful that I knew about it, But today also happens to be the second anniversary of my mom's death, and about that time is when I went totally off the rails, and man, I've regretted it ever since. As a matter of fact, almost every Monday, maybe for way over a year, I've tried to go back on a plant-based diet, and I would make it a few days or a week. If I made it 2 weeks, there was probably, some scandalous behavior in there. But this time I'm doing great. I've made it a whole month. A lot of people will tell you that if you do anything for a month, that's a habit. So hopefully I've started a great habit. I also had some heart problems, and there's nothing better for heart problems, as anybody who's seen Forks Over Knives will tell you. It's the absolute best thing you can do, and it did work for me, and thank God I didn't damage my heart when I went off the plant-based diet. So how do I feel? What's the update? So number one, I've lost 18 pounds in 30 days, which of course is absolutely great. That's not with a major amount of exercise. Now that's with some. Just for instance, I walked 46,000 steps last week and 60,000 the week before. So I am mixing some exercise in there, and that helps progress your weight loss. So, I started out over 300 pounds again. Today I weighed 281.2, so it's almost 19 pounds in just 30 days. And I already took a walk today, and it was like 90 degrees. So I'm getting back on track. That's the main thing. So as far as, do I miss meat? And the answer is no. And I keep it simple. I don't try to eat a bunch of fake food. Not that I haven't ate some, but I try not to eat a bunch of fake food. Here's what I usually eat: fruit from breakfast, vegetables for lunch, or a place like Crazy Bowls, which is a place where you can get tofu basically instead of chicken. And then a lot of Thai food for dinner, and then a smoothie for a snack. So I keep it really simple. I do mix it up, of course, some greens and some salads, a little bit of nuts. I wish I ate some more, and I'm just not a bean person. I need to eat more beans. There's no doubt about that. But I don't feel sick. I don't feel bloated. I don't feel all that guilt and shame, because after you know. You know what I mean? So I knew the whole time that the plant-based diet was the way to go, and I've done all the research you could ever imagine on it. I've seen all the videos, from Forks Over Knives to What the Health to Death on a Factory Farm to Earthlings to Sick and Dead and whatever that video is, and the second one, the Engine 2 video, and more and more and more and more. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos. The reason why I researched it so much, the last time I did this, I lost so much weight so fast. I wanted to make sure it was healthy. So, I mentioned that it was the second anniversary of my mom's death, and one of the last things that she ever did was tell another person, it was actually a nurse, that I had lost 160 pounds, and it wasn't quite true. I'd lost 120. So I should have thought about that when I went off the rails. But sometimes, man, you make mistakes and you live with them. And I think that's a very important point. That if you think you can go off and on and off and on, my experience is that I could not. I'm very grateful to be back on track, I've done it for 30 days. I call what I am on a relaxed plant-based diet, and I want to define that. And what I mean by that is that I don't eat any meat or dairy. I haven't ate any meat. I haven't ate any dairy, but I run a trucking terminal in St. Louis, so I'm busy, and I have grandkids that I'm raising, and I got all kinds of other stuff going on. Deacon at my church, the whole 9 yards, right? So I got to eat out sometimes. And when I go to Crazy Bowls, I don't know what they're cooking with. I get the teriyaki sauce, but they probably use some oil somewhere. I mean, that's just honest. When I get Thai food, I'm smart enough to know they're using some Thai food. I'll even get a spinach wrap from Subway. And I'm going to get some mustard on there. I'm not getting it plain. Maybe some vinaigrette dressing, maybe even some honey mustard. Now, I like real honey mustard compared to honey mustard dressing. It's a lot better for you. And then, let's say, St. Louis was the first place to have the Impossible Burger. And in a real big pinch, I'll get an Impossible Burger. I think I've had 4 or 5 in a month. So I'm averaging one a week, and 1 week I had 2. I may have had more than that. We'll say I average 2 a week, but it's not that many. It's less than 2 a week. So just wanted to give an update about being on a plant-based diet, how well it works, how good I feel. I've walked, 5 or 6 miles a couple times in the last few days even. I'm doing more at the house, doing all kinds of physical stuff I haven't been able to do, but there's such a long way to go. You know what I mean? I'm just getting started. I'm just starting to wear clothes I couldn't wear before, stuff like that. All the clothes I'm wearing are fitting better. They're not so tight. Everything's better. Everything is better. Everything is better. And no, I don't miss meat or dairy. I just don't. I'm just one of those people that I can just eat whatever. Was that food good when I was eating it? Sure it was good. Was it worth it? No. The night before, I had a car accident in April too. That didn't help. In 2017. The night before that, I jogged 7 miles. I ran 4 or 5 miles on a Las Vegas strip. Things like that. You know what I mean? That I couldn't imagine doing even right now. But things are really good. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I want to develop a community of people who are trying not to be fat. I am a fat guy. I'm totally unbelievably obese, and I haven't always been. And the one thing is I've used social media before, but I've always met my goals and stopped. And this time I'm determined not to do that.